And we have another unboxing of the Native Spirit Tarot. This is by Debris. They have quite a few amazing decks that you can choose from on their site. So yeah, let's check it out. Native Spirit Tarot. This was looking very, very good in the preview, so I'm kind of excited to see what is inside here. It comes with a book and a deck. Ooh, look at the backs of those. That is very cool indeed. Oh, wow, that's nice. So, yeah, Native Spirit Tarot, looking pretty good. Let's do a bit of a look through of it. Comes with a book as well, tarot guidebook. And the guidebook is in color, which is great. It's always good to have a guidebook in the color. So, yeah, the guidebook has the meaning, then it has the symbolism, and then it has the upright and reverse meanings as well. So, looks like it's a pretty thorough book going in. The minors have a little bit less and a little smaller font, it looks like, but yeah. It looks pretty cool. So let's check it out. We got the Fool, sort of journeying in. I don't really see a lot of dogs that far up into the leap. You know what I'm saying? Normally the dog is a little behind and what have you. So the dog is like in the background. But the dog is actually leaping with the individual. So I think that's kind of cool. It's like sort of a level of trust, a level of, sort of doing it together. Card quality is pretty thick. It does have a bit of a lamination, so you can kind of see the reflection of the lights here in the studio. So yeah, we got the Magician. Everybody's just kind of pointing left here. They have the, it looks like maybe a fire, what have you. So very interesting indeed, using kind of a wand type thing. We have the High Priestess with the crescent moon, the two pillars, very cool indeed. Normally you don't see the High Priestess sort of in that distance, but that is kind of cool. I like it. I like how the crescent moon is sort of on the bottom instead of the side as well. That's pretty cool. We have the Empress over here with the, I don't know, is that an animal maybe? Anyway, you got the Empress. Normally the Empress has a stars on the crown, but now we have stars kind of above the Empress, which is very cool. And then we have the Emperor, which is over there. We got the couple of the animal heads and animals in the background. All right, let's look at the next one, which is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is there. We got a couple of worshipers and what have you. So I'm not sure what that is, but yeah. So the background is very faded. Not a lot of detail in the background. Sort of very foreground and sacrificing a bit of the background there. Excuse me. Got the Lovers over here reaching for each other with the dove flying off. And I don't know what that is. It's trees, kind of trees in the background there. Then we have the Chariot. Ooh, that is cool. That is cool. I've never seen that for a chariot. I like that. I like that. I do like that it's sort of, it has borders, but they're very non-intrusive. Like very, very non-intrusive. I love the chariot. I've never seen a chariot like that. That is so cool. That is very inventive way of representing that. I do kind of wish that the people were a little bit closer, you know what I'm saying? So you can actually see the individuals, but everything seems to be at a distance almost. So I would have liked to see some, like a very sort of a close-up of the person a little more. We have Strength card over here with maybe the Howling at the Moon. We have a little bit of a Hermit as well with the fire and sort of using that as the light instead of the lantern or the lamp. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. Very pretty. I like that. I like sort of the background elements on the Wheel of Fortune as well. It's got the 4 background elements, almost like the World card, don't you think? We got the Justice over here with the scales and the arrow. Then we have the Hanged Man with the enlightenment shining from their head and what have you. You do have the crossed legs as standard as well. Then we have the Death card, which is interesting. There's no victims, are there? Are there any victims from the death? I don't really see any. No. So yeah, just sort of riding in. There's no victims on the ground. Yeah, Temperance card with 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out, pouring things. We have the Devil, which is a very dark card. I'm not sure what's going on there. We have somebody tied up, maybe? I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not going to guess. I'm just not sure what's happening at all. We have the Tower card as we get hit. As we get hit in there. And yeah, that is happening indeed. We have the star sort of pouring out with the North Star in the background there. No constellations there. I thought for sure this would have more of a constellation-centered star card just because of the nature of the deck, but no. The moon, we're over here. And we got the two pillars, the moon. I like the sad face in the moon. That's kind of cool. And we have the sun, which looks a lot like the moon. I thought the sun would be brighter. I thought we'd have a bigger, I guess more of a yellowy, more of a daytime feel. All the backgrounds do kind of look samey, a little bit samey. Judgment with the E. There we go. And again, I would have liked the people to be more up front, right? More centered, you know what I mean? It seems like all the people are kind of small. The world is interesting, doing a dance over there with the smoke and what have you. All right, so let's go to the minors and see if there's any big background differences, because it does feel like that a lot of the backgrounds are very samey in the majors. Ace of Wands is cool, sort of just have the standard holding a stick. Then we have the Two of Wands with the teepees in the background. And then the Three of Wands, searching and scanning the ships. I kind of like that. Same kind of hazy background as well, though. But I do like the detail on the ships and what have you. I like the detail, kind of the cliff coming through there. We have the dancing, the celebration, and the Four of Wands. Pretty standard. But again, another hazy background. You can't really see the city as well as we would like. The Five of Wands, just sort of a fighting, the Lord of Strife. We have a Six of Wands with the celebration of the individual, with people sort of, pushing through and having the celebration aspect there. We have the Seven of Wands with the defensiveness. He's not on a cliff, though, so that's interesting. They took him off the cliff. Eight of Wands with the throwing of the wands. And the 9 with the injured and wounded warrior there. Got the 10 with carrying a little too much. We got the teepees in the background. And then we have the Page of Wands. We got the Knight of Wands. And then the Queen of Wands as well. So very cool. Very cool indeed. King. And now we're going for the Cups. Ace of Cups. Sort of, it got that. I thought there'd be a little more color in that. It's sort of, some of the cards where I thought there would be a ton of color, there's just not. It's very sort of subdued. You got the Two of Cups, which again, very subdued, very hazy. Three of Cups with the celebration there. Almost looks like video game characters, like something out of The Sims, doesn't it? Like this individual here, it looks like somebody out of The Sims. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so we got the Four of Cups with a cup coming out of the haze. And then we have a Five of Cups and a Six of Cups and 7. That's interesting. They're looking down. I don't think I've ever seen a 7 of Cups where they're looking downward. That's brand new. That is completely unique there. We have a 8 of Cups with the giving up, leaving, exiting. We have a 9 of Cups sitting there, and then a 10. So there's your color right there. A little bit of color at least. All right, Page with the fish. We got the Knight, Mr. Romance himself. We got the Queen, the Water of Water, with the very large receptacle there, I guess. And then the King. So kind of cool. All right, let's look at the arrows, otherwise known as the swords. We have the Two of Swords right there. Crossing of it with the blindfold, sitting on something. Or no, they're not sitting on something. They're kneeling, sorry. We have the 3 with a very weird-looking heart there. Then we have a 4. Now, that's interesting. I've never seen that. It's almost like a 6 of Swords, sort of the sleeping, the resting, and what have you with here, but sort of moving through the water. And then we have a 5. That's interesting. Then a 6. 6 is pretty standard there. Normally, it's a younger child, but that's kind of an older child there. Then we have a 7 sneaking out of the TP with all of the arrows, heisting all of the arrows. And then we have an 8 with the restrictions tied up a little bit. Win a 9 with the nightmares. I guess we're sleeping on the floor. And then a 10. Yeah, kind of subdued there. Kind of subdued. Okay, we got a page, a knight. We got a queen. And then a king of arrows. There we go. All right, let's look at this. We got an ace of coins. And we got a dancing, 2 of coins with the, yeah, it's a hazy background. I don't know, the background is just getting to me. 3, we're erecting. That's what she said, the, I guess the totem pole. And then the 4, where we're hanging on and counting our money. And the 5, I guess we're just wandering through. The 6, 7 with the injured. No, not injured. I don't know if that a bandage. Is it just a headdress? I'm not sure. Then we got the 8, working on things. And then the 9, the most colorful card yet. And a 10. And then a page, a knight, and a queen, and a king. All right, what do I think about the deck? I think it's cute. I think it's nice. I like the book. First off, I love a book that's in color. I think that really sort of shines and really says we put in some extra effort, right, to make the book in color. I think the book has a lot of good stuff here because it just says that, you know, sort of the symbolism, so it shows you what's going on. It explains the card. So that is good. That is good. So I love the book. I think it's a good color book. The card quality is good. I love the back. I think the back is excellent. I guess the as far as cons, to me, just me, it looks like the background is so samey on all the cards. Like I can't really distinguish. Like on a regular deck, if I were to do this, you could pretty much distinguish what the cards were. But on this one, I really can't. I don't really know what the cards are. The characters are a little blurred in some of these. It's a little dark. It's like dark characters in a dark background, and it's kind of hard to distinguish what's going on, especially like here kind of thing. The background's being blurred and smoky to where I can't see the background details. I didn't like that. And overall, it just seems like that we could have zoomed in a little bit and had the character be a little larger. It's just my opinion, though. But, you know, this is my review, so there we go. Overall, it is a pretty good deck, and I like it. It is the Native Spirit Tarot by Debris. Let me know what you think about this particular deck. Thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.